This presentation is about community outreach programs by Allie Randall. Why do we need a community outreach program? Community outreach programs help to build a bridge between the community and the schools. When you think about it, the way that schools are set up, they're not always welcoming to the community, and this is one way that this gap starts to form between schools and the community. It sounds kind of funny, but when schools are in session, the community is not necessarily welcome to come in and out, or to just drop by. When the students leave, oftentimes so do the teachers and the administrators. With a community outreach program, the school district will have another way to build relationships with students and with the community. These programs have been effective in other areas at building a bridge between the community and schools. They are a good way for schools, parents, and communities to stay connected by sharing information about what is going on in the schools and what the needs are of the students. It is important to align the values of the schools with the values of the community. To do this, schools must be transparent in what their goals are and how they plan to accomplish them. The development of community-based services and social supports are shown to be necessary to achieve educational goals. Community outreach programs often encourage students to serve or give back to their communities. This provides a way for students to build positive relationships with people in the community that they may not normally associate with. It also helps students to develop a sense of pride in their community and can provide valuable learning opportunities for social and emotional growth that they may not have received otherwise. It can also help students to build self-confidence, problem-solving skills, and a sense of belonging. Community outreach programs often provide families with resources that they may not have been aware of or known how to access. The facilitator of the community outreach program can form a list of resources that are available in the area and provide this information to the parents. This resource list could be created through a collaboration with community agencies and other nonprofit organizations. Collaborating with community agencies helps to align the values and goals of those agencies and the school. Collaborating with community mental health agencies can help in determining if there are educational or emotional support needs in the community. These programs can implement classes or groups based on the needs of the community. These programs can work with other agencies in bringing guest speakers to talk about mental health issues, things parents need to know about recent drug trends or other dangerous trends that are happening in the area, signs of suicidal ideation, and who they can contact for support. They can also discuss popular apps on electronic devices and how they can keep their children safe from predators that may use those apps. It is important to understand that family and community engagement is a vital part of a truly successful school, but it rarely just happens. It must be intentionally designed. When looking at community outreach programs, I would like to begin with the Wyman's Teen Outreach Program. This program is for at-risk teenagers that come from low socioeconomic background. They've failed multiple classes in previous years and are at risk for not graduating in time. They've been suspended for academic problems, or they have experienced or have contributed to a pregnancy. The goals of this program are to improve social, emotional, and life skills, support the development of positive self-identity, strengthen relationships and sense of connection with others, and improve academic outcomes and decrease risky behaviors. These goals are accomplished through high-quality facilitation by caring, responsive, and knowledgeable staff who build strong, supportive relationships with teens and create engaging and empowering experiences. There are some protective factors uh, for the individual. They're going to see an increase in academic self-efficacy, problem-solving skills, pro-social behavior, pro-social involvement, and skills for social interaction. For the schools, there will be opportunities for pro-social involvement in education. For the neighborhood, They're going to see opportunities for pro-social involvement as well, and they may receive rewards for pro-social involvement. So how will this program work? This program has two parts to it. One part will be the group classroom discussions, where topics will be discussed such as emotional management, problem solving, decision making, goal setting, health and wellness, healthy decision making, self-understanding, social identity, empathy, communication, and relationships. The discussions will be held once a week, and they will be about an hour long, and there will be a 25-week period where we will have these discussions with peers. As a result, from the group meetings, more students will experience educational success, increased life and leadership skills, and knowledge of healthy relationships and behaviors. This helps teens to be able to use more appropriate skills when going through challenging experiences that they will experience during their teenage years. The second part of this program will be at least 20 hours of community service as a group. The components of the community service project are preparation, action, reflection, and celebration. The participants will go through a process where they choose what community service project they want to do. This process will be guided by the facilitators. Then there will be the action component, where most of the community service time will be spent. During this time, participants will be doing their community service together as a group. Then there will be the reflection component, where the group will reflect on their thoughts, feelings, and overall experience that they had with completing this project. And the last component, we want to celebrate. We want to celebrate what these teens have been able to do, what they've accomplished, and the successes that they've had in this program. So my plan of action would be first to start with identifying the resources that we have within our district. The school district has several buildings that we can use after school hours for this program. The school wouldn't need to like buy additional chairs or tables because in these locations they're already there. We could also identify resources within the community. There are several communities and nonprofit organizations in the area that donate school supplies to the school district. These companies are potential resources to get paper, pencils, folders, and other supplies that we may need. There's potentials to get mini grants from Walmart, Sam's Club, Home Depot, or Lowe's. These stores often help local programs and may be able to provide supplies that would help with completing the community service projects that these kids will do. Some of those supplies may include work gloves, paint buckets, just any supplies that would help them complete their project. So we also want to look at how are we going to promote this program. So we can get this information out to parents and to the community at back to school nights, parent-teacher conferences, and other school events. We could publish the information on the district website. We could use social media to help grow this program. Some other options to consider would be the school counselors and teachers. I know school counselors meet with new students all the time, and they're meeting with students all the time over various topics, and they can suggest, teachers and counselors can suggest students that would benefit from this program. And if they provide us a list, then we can personally invite the student to attend our program. So in looking at the costs of implementing this program, the Winans Teen Outreach Program has a startup package, which is $26,000. This package includes the cost of off-site training for one participant, data collection for the first year of implementation with report to show the progress. 8 hours of technical assistance, a site visit during the year, which includes staff assistance, and 10 sets of the Changing Scenes curriculum. It would be beneficial for the district to also include additional curriculum for this program, which has a cost of $500 per set. So maybe just start with one and then add on as we go. It would also benefit the school district to invest in an off-site training for additional facilitators, because one facilitator is recommended for 25 students. So if we have more than 25 students that want to participate or that would benefit in participating in this group, then we would need more than one facilitator. And it's also a good idea to have more than one facilitator anyways, just for safety reasons. Um, they have this program for the additional facilitator for the training, and that's a $6,000 program, but it includes 2.5 days of training, 2 coaching calls after the training, and additional support resources. So the total of all of this comes to $32,500. And for me, that's a lot of money. And so I started to look into different grants, and I found some grants that this program would qualify for. So it's not totally out of our range. It's not, I mean, finding those grants and applying for them will help us to be able to implement this program at very minimal cost to us. So I'm hopeful that the board will view this program as another way to provide services to a different type of at-risk population. These are kids that may fall through the cracks. They may not fit in any of the programs that we already have within our district. So it's good to look outside of the box and to see what we can do to better serve this population. Thank you for listening.